now turn up.
What up is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads, where we do daily Dynasty videos. Today we are doing a mock draft day, and we are doing one QB. We did super flex. We did a super flex strategy. I figured let's just do a regular draft or a mock draft of it. And they said, well, you're gonna get draft pick 3. I was like, okay, cool. But first question is hat backwards, or actually this is hat forwards. Hat forwards, hat backwards. Which one do you like? I'm going backwards today, so we're gonna play it out. We're gonna feel it out. By the time you watch all these videos, you're gonna see all different aspects of my house. This is just a different aspect of the house, and you see why there's blankets and burp cloths and all of that stuff. That is dad life. So hashtag Dynasty Dad. We have off the clock here. Oh, you just farted it on me. Yeah, you did. You tooted. 101, Christian McCaffrey. 102, Saquon Barkley. Not surprised with any of those. If you watch my running back rankings, number 2 is Jonathan Taylor off the board, and number 3 is Dalvin Cook. So I had to figure out, what do I do? Dalvin Cook? I'm a true Vikings fan, or Jonathan Taylor? This is so hard because I'm a Vikings fan. Like, part of me is like, I want to just take Dalvin Cook because it's going to be fun watching him the next couple years, but I got to go true to my rankings right now. I'm just going to do Jonathan Taylor. Kind of sad. If it was a real draft, I would really be hard to. You don't always have to go by rankings. You can go by tiers and tiers. The tier 2 for me is it's Cook and it's Jonathan Taylor, and then Saquon is in there as well. So, but that's what we're dealing with. All right. I need to go to the draft board. What in the world? Come on, thing. So, I mean, we're looking at players right into that now 210 range. This is 12 teams. Players that got taken off, Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams, Cam Akers, Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf, which not surprised with any of those, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, which, man, I'm a CeeDee Lamb lover, and I'm really sad that he keeps going up and up and up. And Travis Kelce, J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift, Antonio Gibson, George Kittle, DeAndre Hopkins. Not all the players that I want. So we have different situations here. Let's just kind of go through some of the quarterbacks. We can go through quarterbacks. We have Pat Mahomes, we have Josh Allen, we have Kyler Murray, all those. I personally am not going to draft a quarterback this early. Not in Dynasty, 1 QB. As you know, in Superflex, I'm a QB lover. But when we talk about Dynasty strategy, 1 QB league, I am almost taking QB 10, 11, 12, and I'm just going to be happy with him. And then maybe I'll take QB like 15, 16. It's a different strategy than maybe a lot have, but I feel like worst case scenario is I think I can try to trade for one. If I really, really want to, QBs you look at redraft. How many people draft QBs early and you go, well, why do you do that? Well, it's the same for Dynasty 1 QB. You don't need to because there's so many good ones. But we have running backs, Aaron Jones, Zeke, Harris, Mixon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We have all these different running backs that I would say, remember, we have a turn. So we have pick 302 or 303 as well. So wide receivers, we have Calvin Ridley, Michael Thomas, Terry McLaurin, Allen Robinson. Tight end, Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts there, but not probably for long. So realistically, I got to go, okay, well, I'm going to hide drafted players here, and that will help. I'm thinking, do we go for a running back that is in a different tier? Right now, Zeke and Clyde Edwards-Helaire is right close to each other. And since I drafted Jonathan Taylor, this might be a, I want to be good this year team. The first 3-4 picks determine what you're going to do. Where the draft goes. If you start drafting older players, like if you drafted, let's say, Cook and Zeke, you are going in for today. You are going in for today, you're going in for next year, and then you're probably going to know that you're going to have to start selling off and rebuilding after this season. I personally want to go over a little bit longer route. I am going to go with, I'm just looking at Ridley and Michael Thomas here. I am going to go with Michael Thomas. Yes. Michael Thomas is my highest wide receiver. He's 28. I'm going to do it. Okay. Let's see what Zeke, Harris, Ridley, Waller. And that's fine. Because honestly, I figured Zeke was tempting, but with my team being young and my wide receiver kind of being in his prime. I mean, running backs can be young. I'm going to go with Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. Mixon and Aaron Jones are there as well, but I'm going to go Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I understand Miles Sanders is there. Miles Sanders was there as well, but he's down the list. So Kyle Pitts, gone. I mean, you're going to see some of these rookies gone. T. Higgins, gone. Devontae Smith, gone. So I will give you what's best available here. And so, of course, Pat Mahomes, now officially gone. So we have, I'm just going to look and see what, does it say my roster? Yes, it does. So Jonathan Taylor, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Michael Thomas. That's my big three right now. So I have to figure out, I don't need to really get another running back. I see Austin Eckler there, who is a really good running back I like. Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Javonte Williams. Sometimes it's nice to have really good three running backs, but then I look at wide receivers: Deontay Johnson, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Chase Claypool. Like we're starting to get down there. Not get down there, but we're starting to lose it. And then Mark Andrews, T.J. Hockenson, which Hockenson I love at this point. I almost want to take T.J. Hockenson, so then I don't have to worry about that position again. And some people say tight ends don't matter. Tight ends matter. Like, if you have a tight end that you have to keep streaming, like, that's a big, big issue. Not even streaming. If you have a tight end that you don't believe in, that's a huge issue. I'm going to go with T.J. Hockenson here. I understand Josh Allen's there, and that's definitely a appealing pick. We'll see if he's gone in between. Deontay Johnson, Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy. Not surprised with any of those picks. Here's now the thing. We are in the fifth round. 502. Do we take Josh Allen now and hope for wide receiver? So wide receiver is what I need. There's some running backs, but here are some players that I'm going to be trading out if I don't get Josh Allen. Because there's a big, huge run here. I feel like I'm going to end up with Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, which I don't mind. But I'm going to have Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and I'll have either Austin Eckler, Javonte Williams, which I really like those two options. Wide receivers, I got Claypool, Woods, Chark, Juju. Like, I'm going to have that with Justin Herbert or Lamar Jackson. Or I can have Josh Allen. And my running backs are probably going to be, my options are going to maybe be Kareem Hunt, Myles Gaskin. Wide receiver, we're looking at Tebow, Tyler Boyd, Adam Thielen. Bateman. Julio, which I think Julio might, that would be the ultimate, like, I need to figure out my wide receivers ASAP. I just want to take Josh Allen because I want to see the issue that it puts me in. This is why you do mock drafts. This is why you do mock dynasty drafts too. You want to see what issue it puts you in. And all the wide receivers, let's see what QBs are taking. I want to see what QB, QB. It's worse than I thought. So it would have been Joe Burrow or Aaron Rodgers, which is fine, or Deshaun Watson, but the QB run hit. I love to be the beginning of runs, or I'd love to be in the middle of runs, or not miss out on a ton of players there, because honestly, then everyone's doing the same thing. And if you just have, like, I have Josh Allen, the picks 6, 7, 8 after me have now a quarterback that's just less what I like. I don't think they have Dak, and I'd rather have Josh Allen. All right, running backs: Chris Carson, Myles Gaskin. Not surprised. We have Michael Carter. It's starting to look like running back 3 is going to be an issue here. But I don't need a tight end. I do need a wide receiver. This is a 3 wide receiver league, and unfortunately, I only have one. I have Michael Thomas, but we have Robert Woods, we have Odell Beckham, and Tyler Lockett, Deebo Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Adam Thielen, Will Fuller, Laviska Shenault, Rashad Bateman. This is where I'm going to take. I'm between Tyler Boyd and Robert Woods right now. Because my next pick I want to take Rashad Bateman. And I swear if somebody takes my Rashad Bateman, I will be pissed. Because I don't want a running back. Not one of those running backs. Honestly, I would even be fine with David Johnson, who's running back 40, and just have him, burn him out for a year or two. Probably a year. Burn him out. Just use him as my flex and fill in, and then just know that he's garbage. Like, that's a garbage pick here. But sometimes you got to do that. I am going to go with, Robert Woods, Tyler Boyd, Robert Woods, Tyler Lockett. I'm going to go with Robert Woods because I had Tyler Lockett last year in a lot of leagues, and he was very, very frustrating. Sometimes it's just like, he was just frustrating to own. No one took my Rashad Bateman. Yes, then I will take him. I will take him. So, Rashad Bateman, wide receiver 3. So that's an issue. I need a starting wide receiver. I need a backup running back. I don't need a quarterback. I'm done with quarterbacks. I just need running backs and wide receivers now. Let's see what we got. Running backs, Chase Edmonds, Damian Harris. Ooh. David Johnson's still way there. Yeah, he's pick 40, though. He's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th left. Man, geez, I could get him later. We got Brandon Cooks, Mr. 1,000-yard wide receiver that is always good. You got Curtis Samuel, Michael Gallup, Jalen Reagor, Corey Davis, Jarvis Landry, Elijah Moore, who I'm going to pick. Because I am just going to bank that my third wide receiver is going to be one of these good, can't even speak. Rashad Bateman or Elijah Moore will fill in my wide receiver 3. That's what I want to say. Okay, running backs. We have some wide receivers. There's still Terrace Marshall, which I do like. He might even be another gamble. We have Denzel Mims, Mike Williams. There's even players I even like a little bit lower. Just kind of looking through here. I mean, I can even have Antonio Brown for a year, and that'd be fine. Running backs, Chase Edmonds, A.J. Dillon, Zach Moss, Leonard Fournette, Raheem Mostert, Kenyon Drake, Tony Pollard. Let's see. Mike Davis, who I do like. Do I like him more than A.J. Dillon? Probably. Brandon Cooks might not have a this is my thoughts. Brandon Cooks doesn't have a quarterback, so that's an issue. Michael Gallup, I don't want. Jarvis Landry, don't really care for either. I want high upside. I feel like A.J. Dillon gives me the best high upside. Like if Aaron Jones has an issue, I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with A.J. Dillon. I feel like he could be the touchdown back, and the whole Green Bay system could be flipped upside down. We don't know. So Mike Davis picked. All right. So we got David Johnson, Raheem Mostert is the top couple of running backs. Wide receivers: Darnell Mooney, Paris Campbell, Mecole Hardman, Kadarius Toney, and then blah 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 blah. All right, we're gonna just go David Johnson. Hate on me if you want, but I mean this is a throwaway pick in a year, but. So I'll give you a recap here of my team. Oh, my son falling down here. My quarterback, Josh Allen. Fine. I'm good for 17 of the 18 weeks or whatever. So then we have Jonathan Taylor, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, A.J. Dillon, David Johnson. Solid running backs for now. I will need an RB3 next year. I mean, if David Johnson's done for. But I have Michael Thomas, Robert Woods, Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore. My wide receivers are an issue still. And then tight end, TJ Hawkinson. Let's see. Wide receivers. Darnell Mooney, Paris Campbell. I'm seeing if there's any running backs in there. Now, Alexander Madison, no. I mean, Nyheim Hines, maybe as a handcuff-ish. I mean, I could go Phillip Lindsay a couple rounds later and just shore up that Houston backfield if it ends up being Phillip Lindsay, who's a decent running back. Which I think I would rather do, because if Jonathan Taylor fails, my system is probably going to be in trouble. What do? I have Brian Edwards there. He's a huge, just kind of... and this is where I'd like the Jarvis Landry type, but he is gone. Mecole Hardman, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, a bunch of New York wide receivers. Nelson Aguilar, no. John Brown, he's in Vegas now. T.Y. Hilton, no. No one that I like. This sucks. Marvin Jones. I think Marvin Jones could be okay. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do Marvin Jones, because I don't know if Jacksonville plays Minnesota, but if he plays Minnesota, he's going to have a 3-touchdown game. So I get to play him for a week. So it'll be that. Yeah, that... wide receiver is going to be tough. Okay, we got Phillip Lindsay, and we got a bunch of wide receivers I hate. And we got Rashad Penny. But in this case, I'm going to take my handcuff. I'm just going to take Houston's backfield. Maybe if David Johnson leaves, Phillip Lindsay becomes the new starter there. We can only hope. Darnell Mooney, Mecole Hardman, still same players. Still same problems. Can get Tua. That's why 1 QB leagues you can draft a QB late, because really you could have Baker, Tua, Carson. But I have the advantage with Josh Allen. That's I don't know what to do. What do I do? Do I just go for another like home run pick and try to get Bryan Edwards? I feel like that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't like it. And Darnell Mooney's okay. I like him. Cole Hardman, Darius Slayton, James Crowder, Nelson Aguilar, Bryan Edwards. Yeah, we're going to do it. 12 games, 11 receptions, 15 targets, 193 yards. It's actually kind of more than I thought. I didn't think he had 193 yards. We'll do it. Again, we are just banking on, I wonder what, I always like the grades it gives me. But it wants me to draft a defense and kicker, so that's... Come on, suggestions. Yeah, I'll draft Justin Tucker. And I'll draft whatever defense you want me to. So pause for a second. Denver! Let's see what we got. 71 out of 100. Wow. Ouch. You really don't like me. Oh, please say it didn't. Okay. So, yeah. You're waking up here. So, my roster, Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Michael Thomas, Robert Woods, Rashad Bateman, TJ Hawkinson, Denver Broncos defense. I don't care about the defense. Elijah Moore, A.J. Dillon, David Johnson, Marvin Jones Jr., Phillip Lindsay, Bryan Edwards. I gave you through the strategy of what I do. Honestly, overall, I think the big thing that you guys are going to have to wonder or figure out, too, is if you're drafting a little bit older players, more players that are into that, like 27, 28 for wide receivers, 25, 26 for running backs, you're going to have to know that you're going for the win now type of situation. You maybe want a rookie wide receiver or two. My receivers are in their prime. I might have to trade Rashad Bateman or Elijah Moore or both to try to fill in that wide receiver 3 spot if I'm going for that championship now. Because Jonathan Taylor, Clyde Edwards-Helaire are second-year running backs. They're in their prime. Josh Allen, prime. Like TJ Hawkinson should be a breakout here or should be close to prime, right? So all these different things show that is important, and those are situations to be had. But that's what I did. So that's what I did, and you can figure out what you want to do yourself. But I think that's just a strategy that I do. If you're, again, Patreon, I don't know if did I talk about Patreon? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. So three things, Patreon, very quick. Maybe like 45 seconds. One, we're giving away half of whatever we get in Patreons. If it's $100, we give away $50. If it's $1,000, we give away $500. To all of you guys, back to you Patreons. No one else, not subscribers or anything else, just Patreons. So just you guys. So just think, whatever you're paying, half of that's going to go into something that you might potentially win. Number 2, what is number 2? Number 2, are you actually getting stuff with it? So you're actually getting rankings. You're actually getting other stuff. You can read through some of the tiers. It's in the link below. Number 3, I want to do this so then I would like to have some Patreon so I can continue to do this. Actually show that I'm not showing the family and showing the wife that, hey, I'm actually doing this and making a little bit of money. Not anything crazy, just a little bit of money so that I can keep doing these videos and keep being on here daily, because it does take time. Like this video is about 20 minutes. It's going to take time to prep it and everything like that. So it takes a while, and I want to make sure that like this is a valuable use of time. Well, my wife does. I want to do this no matter what. But all right, this is Marcus Dynasty Full of Dads. Jackson says bye. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Now turn up.